Grapple to the chat. I'm muted. It's all good. Sometimes you gotta be muted. Sometimes somebody's gotta quiet you down. I guess my own broadcast is trying to help me with that. What is up, everybody? Grapple chat is on the air. It is on the house. I am here. I'm still at Extreme Rules because we got some things to talk about when it comes to this Raw, guys. I'm gonna jump straight into this. I don't want to dwell too long on things. Don't worry. We'll get into what's up with my train of thought. But my goodness, Monday Night Raw, guys. This is the, how can I put this? People like my analogies, so I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's like, okay, you're watching a basketball game. This is the perfect analogy for what Raw was doing. You're watching a basketball game, and your favorite team is down by like 30. Okay, your favorite team is down by 30 at halftime. They come out of halftime, they're doing all right. They cut the lead to like 12 at the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter, you're like, dude, this is a possibility, dude. They might do it. They might do it. They get the lead to like 3, and there's like a minute left. They hit a clutch 3-pointer, and it ties the game up. Then the other team scores a 2-pointer. There's like 5 seconds left on the clock. Your favorite team calls a timeout. They're down by 2 points with like 5 seconds left on the clock, and they call a play. They call a timeout. You can see the coach drawing up a play. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a great play, and then they come out of the timeout. They pass it to your star player. Your star player gets the ball. 2, 1, throws up a 3-pointer, and it's going. It's going. Air ball. And time runs out. Your team loses by 2. It could have been a clutch 3 that would have sent your team into the winners column or won the championship or whatever you want to say. But air ball. The whole of Raw was that situation. Everything was stacked in their court. It made me forgive and forget all the garbage they've been doing for the past couple weeks. And then at the last possible second, air ball. Absolute airball. I don't like talking about Raw like this. I don't like talking about anything WWE related like this. But I'm telling you right now, this Raw was absolutely on its way to being a bottom of the net, incredible comeback, something that we can be hyped for. Airball. Okay? I don't want to be upset about Raw, man. I really want to love it. But this was just a travesty. They did such a good job. Airball. Okay? That is exactly what this Raw was. It was the ball was in the air. It was looking so good. All the opportunities in the world to erase all the garbage, the 30-point deficit they were in at halftime and all that stuff, and it just missed. My goodness. All right. Let me just get into what happened before I go off on a complete tangent. All right, so let's start off. Let's find out how Raw started. Let me show you why it was starting out as, hey man, they're coming back. They're erasing all the garbage. It's all going good, man. They're gonna strip Brock of his title. We're gonna have epicness. Gosh, man, I'm so passionate about this. I'm not even mad. I'm just passionate because they had a chance, man. They had a freaking chance. All right, so. Let me compose myself and get back into this. This is the start of Raw. This is how they started off. Kurt Angle comes out. Let's go.
Last night I gave Brock an ultimatum. He could either show up here tonight on Raw or agree to terms of when his next title defense would be, or I'd be stripping Brock Lesnar of the Universal Championship. And I'm serious. It's been over 24 hours, and I have not heard a word from Brock or his representatives. So I am hereby stripping Brock Lesnar of the Universal Championship right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen,
the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, Brock
this evening.
Nope.
Well, you leave me no choice. I am stripping Brock Lesnar of...
Wait a minute, wait.
Hold on. What Brock Lesnar wants to do is Brock Lesnar wants to represent the entire WWE universe and challenge for the UFC Heavyweight Championship with the Universal title strapped tightly around his waist.
Well, if that's Brock's goal, more power to him. But I'm going to keep this simple. Brock Lesnar will defend
J.R. Smith,
the
yep.
Universal Championship at SummerSlam, or he is no longer champion.
Brock Lesnar will defend the Universal title at SummerSlam.
Great. The crowd is booing like my heart was booing. This is incredibly, and this is good because, and honestly, like from a business standpoint, I understand how this is, how it's good because it's getting fans involved. It's not just your average match. It's not just your average situation on Raw. They're not just opening up Raw like tonight we're gonna have whoever runs out here, and but anyway, all right. It wasn't your average start to Raw, and it got people involved, and it's got people honestly like thinking with their hearts. If you can think with your heart, if you can acknowledge your heart, that's what people are doing right now. They're thinking with their hearts, and that's what I was doing at this point. I was like, no, stop it. I don't care. I don't want him to defend his championship. But then it seems like it appeased people because they came up with some stipulation and stuff where just stuff happened later. But my main gripe with this is you had a chance to make the Universal title more prestigious and bring it back into the public eye, but instead we have another 5 weeks ahead of us without the Universal title, and guess what? It's just the title shot at SummerSlam that has been agreed upon by Paul Heyman. So if at SummerSlam Brock Lesnar wins, then we have another couple months without that title. This is literally the longest any title I've ever seen has been off of TV. And it's not boding well. It's not making me care about that title. It's making me mad about the fact that there's even something that is supposed to be prestigious. I've seen Alicia Fox more times in the past month than I've seen Brock Lesnar. Think about this sentence. I've seen Alicia Fox. I've seen Dana Brooke more times this month than Brock Lesnar. This to me seems like a problem. Anyway, it goes on.
When I came back to WWE,
Bobby
I
Lashley.
had 2 goals in mind. I accomplished the first by defeating Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. Now it's time to accomplish the other.
I'm just an advocate.
And that's to beat Brock Lesnar and win the Universal title.
Why exactly do you think I came back to the WWE?
Drew McIntyre.
I came back to ensure the Intercontinental title stayed around Dolph Ziggler's waist. That was phase 1. And now I think it's time for phase 2.
Phase 2.
The Universal Championship.
Yes. Drew McIntyre. Okay, I was hyped with this. Okay, so they were doing a good job. Okay, so this is where, okay, you guys, I started off with this review with a anecdote or a tale to parallel what's happening on Monday Night Raw so far. The part where Paul Heyman said Brock Lesnar will defend at SummerSlam was the part where your team is down by 30 points. Okay? 6 points per week, we're not going to see that title. 30 points. Okay, down by 30 because Paul Heyman says, okay, he'll defend at SummerSlam. then here's where things started to get better because Drew McIntyre came out, not Bobby Lashley, because it's so predictable that he's going to come out. I don't even count that. That's just like, they're going to come out of the locker room and the ref's going to blow the whistle or whatever. Like, it's a done deal. You knew Bobby Lashley was going to be here. But as soon as you saw Drew McIntyre, I was like, okay, all right, hey, they're making a comeback. That's like the first 3 points they cut into the lead. You're like, okay, this could happen. This could happen. Oh, then for 5 points. Oh, 6 points. Wait a minute. Is this going to happen? Then Seth Rollins comes out.
If you're looking for an opponent for Brock Lesnar, I'm right here.
Yes. Okay, so now I'm like, dude, they just cut into this lead by 10 points. Wait a minute. Dude, it started out so bad, but now, hey, maybe still. Now I'm rooting. Now I'm like, yo, okay, they might make a comeback. They might make a comeback. Then
there is a lot
out comes Elias, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a guy from the bench that I didn't even expect to make an impact like this. Elias also announces that he's got an album coming out next week, and man, I can't wait to hear it. I have a contest going on right now, so if you want to be part of that, all you got to do is become a boss on the stream, and we'll get you something. We'll get you a. I don't even want to explain the whole thing, but I'm doing a boss rumble at the end of the month, and everybody who becomes a legit boss on my channel here gets a pick in the rumble. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members of the rumble so far, so you got to get in here quick because these picks are running out. Make sure that you guys get a donation in here or a super chat in here that makes you the boss, and you'll get a pick. Whoever wins that rumble at the end of the month gets a copy of Elias's album for free sent to them, or I'll give you the money to buy it, or something of equal value. We'll have to find out next week. Hopefully I'll know how much Elias's album is costing, or how much it's worth. But yeah, Elias. And I'm like, dude, the bench player's coming out. Oh, man, they're cutting into this lead. This is about to be over, man. This is going to be great.
Nothing sounds nicer than Elias as Universal Champion.
Who was the very first Universal Champion?
Finn Balor is out here now. Now I'm just
so
like, okay.
I think it only makes sense that it should be Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar.
Finn Balor. Yo, Finn Balor. Okay. So and then Roman Reigns.
I sure don't care about Brock Lesnar. All I want, Kurt, is to fight somebody tonight. We're going to have 2 triple threat matches. The
Roman
winners
didn't
of
even
those
ask for
matches
this.
will face each other next week for the right to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. The first triple threat match will be Elias, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley. The other triple threat match will be Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns. I'm not done. And that match starts right now.
All right, so Roman came out. He didn't even ask for anything to do with Brock Lesnar. He just wants a match. He should have what Kurt Angle should have done to make everybody hype. This would have been the ultimate piece of hype for this Raw. Is okay, Roman, because you don't care about the Universal title at all. I'm going to put you in a match tonight. You're actually going to be in the main event. People would have booed out of their mind. People would have booed so bad. They'd be like, wait a minute, what the heck? Roman Reigns now. People would have been so mad. And he would have said, versus Kurt Hawkins. And everybody would have been like, Kurt Hawkins, yes! Everybody would have wanted Kurt Hawkins to win so bad. This would have been pristine, A+, incredible, awesome, off-the-chart hype that would have lasted for the full 3 hours. Because no matter how low, because trust me, this Raw stooped somewhat low. No matter how low Raw stooped, you would still know that main event is Roman Reigns versus Kurt freaking Hawkins. Okay? the guy with no wins on his, he's got the longest losing streak of anybody, and you would have that awesome hope in your heart that maybe this is going to be Kurt Hawkins' first victory, and he's going to be in the freaking main event. You'd be like, dude, all right, come on, let's go. I don't care what else happens. Let's just wait. They could have killed it, man. They could have killed it. But instead, Roman didn't even ask for this opportunity, and the powers that be still put him in the contendership. Oh my goodness gracious, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe what I saw here. They put Roman in this match. So already I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind. Richard Legg, uh-oh. They could have had Braun Strowman run into Hell Hawkins. They could have had anybody run into Hell Hawkins. Dude, Richard Legg coming through. Is it going to work? Is it going to actually work? Hang on a second. Let me check it out. It's taking its sweet time. Richard freaking Legg. He's coming through with the don't. Oh, it worked. It worked. It's just taking its time. Richard Legg is the new legit boss. Oh my goodness. Why you knock me off like that, Richard Legg? I was having fun being the boss. Richard Legg hype. Heck yeah, I'm gonna stop the review to give some hype to some people. Richard Legg, dude. Richard Legg with another pick, dude. Richard Legg, you earned yourself a second superstar in the Rumble. Hopefully, you're thinking of who you'd like to pick as your superstar. Richard Legg, dude. Thank you so much. I just always think of like the abbreviation of your first name and then your last name, and it just sounds very funny to me in my head. But I'm not going to say it out loud. But if you guys, maybe if you have an imagination or a little bit of time, maybe you can think of what I'm thinking of, and it just seems weird. It seems weird and funny. Richard Legg, thank you so much, man. Richard Hype, you are now the legit boss, and you got yourself another pick for the Boss Rumble that's happening at the end of this month. Choose wisely. Oh, Kendrick's like, good while it lasted. Oh, Kendrick comes through and just knocks him off real quick. That was like, dude, that amount of hype was like the amount of hype last night at Extreme Rules, where I thought they were restarting the match for Seth Rollins and Dolph, and then it just ended the same way. That's exactly what just happened right here. Kendrick was Dolph Ziggler right there. Kendrick, thank you so much, dude. Kendrick comes through, but hey, everybody's a winner because no matter how many times you become a legit boss, you get to pick. Richard Legg, Kane. Oh, which Kane though? Which Kane? There's more than one Kane. Which Kane do you want, Richard Legg? I gotta let Richard Legg pick first. So, Kendrick, please hold your vote, hold your pick until Richard tells me what Kane he wants. There's today's normal Kane, today's Kane, and there's the old school Kane. Up to you. I gotta know for sure because I don't want anybody getting upset because people get mad. People will really get mad. I've ran streams, WWE related streams, for a long time, and I know the one thing that you can count on is people are gonna get mad and people are gonna tell you that you messed up. I don't want to mess up. The unmasked Kane? It can't be unmasked Kane. It's got to be either Kane 98 or today's Kane. I don't think there's corporate Kane in the game. I don't think corporate Kane exists. I think there's only two Kanes. There's today's Kane with the Hell No outfit, or it's not exactly the Hell No outfit, but anyway, there's today's Kane and there's Kane 98. I don't think there's unmasked Kane in 2K18. You got to pick between Kane 98 and unmasked and today's Kane. I don't think there's unmasked Kane, dude. You might be right, but I don't think. Oh, Kane 98. Okay, good choice. I must tell you, Richard Legg, if I was choosing, that would be my choice of anybody in the game. Kane 98 is like my favorite character in the game. Even better than Seth Rollins. Yes, even more than Seth Rollins, I love Kane 98. Holy crap. All right, so now Kendrick. Kendrick, K98 was filthy. Exactly. He's the greatest character in the game. I've seen him do things that should not be possible. Better watch out for Braun as well. Oh yeah, you better. Exactly, dude. I'm getting to it. I'm getting around to this review, but I gotta give props to the people who are putting these donations in here, because honestly, they keep my YouTube channel going, because YouTube is just sucking so bad, dude. You can get, like, honestly, today, right now, you can get 10,000 views on YouTube and earn like $1. And I'm not kidding. 10,000 views on YouTube right now got me $1. Think about that for a second. How hard is it to get 10,000 views on YouTube unless you're PewDiePie or somebody? It's hard. $1? It's just crazy. So I gotta say thank you to everybody who's supporting the channel and keeping this alive. I'm not lying to you. I could show you right now, but it's against their policy for me to show you my analytics, but I promise you guys. $1. So Kendrick. Kendrick, what character would you like to choose? I'm going to continue with this review because I'm sure that people want to know about the rest of my thoughts on this. But Kendrick, please figure out who you'd like. It cannot be K98, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Elias, Old School Undertaker, Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin, Jeff Hardy, or the current John Cena. But you can pick anybody else that is in the game of 2K18. It can be any of the DLC characters, which includes Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre. It can be any. It can be RVD. It can be any of the people who are on the disc, which includes Seth Rollins, which includes British Bulldog. There's all kinds of great picks that are still out there. So you let me know, man. You let me know. Plan B. Heck yeah. You know. Kendrick got fired as boss. Company realized they messed up. Kendrick got straight back. He's like, no, I'm back. I'm back. And a little bit helps, that's for sure. Which two did I already choose? All right, Kendrick, you got Brock Lesnar. You still need to pick this pick and your last pick. You still got an open spot. So you got 2 picks. You only have picked Brock Lesnar. You still need 2 other picks, man. He's got 2 picks. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kendrick is doing a dang thing. So let me continue my review in the meantime. You just take a good long thought on who you'd like to represent you, because at the end of the month when this Rumble happens, somebody's getting a free Elias album or something of equal value. So that's how it opened up. They made 2 triple threat matches, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm all right with this as long as it's not the same people that I normally would expect. All right, so let's move on. Let's continue on. Let's make sure. Let's see if they messed up. After this, we got Sarah Logan versus Ember Moon. Oh, gosh, man, I don't even want to talk about this. Ember Moon and Sarah Logan. Okay, I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. Sarah Logan did a very good job of letting me know that she has improved a lot since her NXT days. She went toe-to-toe with Ember Moon, and it looked like a presentable match. I'm not going to say great, but it was presentable. Ember Moon, as always, she's so smooth, so ready to be in the limelight that it's just undeniable when you watch her wrestle. There's just nothing about her that speaks that she should even be out of the title picture, but for some reason she is. Sarah Logan, she earned a lot of respect from me today because she did a very good job in the ring versus Ember Moon, and she actually pulled out the victory. Ember Moon, she went up top for the Eclipse, but Liv Morgan distracted her, and then for some reason, falling off the top rope is the worst finishing move ever for Ember Moon. I've seen Ember Moon kick out of everything. I've seen Ember Moon kick out of every single great women's finishing move since she was in NXT. She has kicked out of some of the greatest and most damaging situations I've seen. But she can't kick out of just simply bouncing off of the top rope and falling lightly on her back. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. But for some reason, the combination of Ember Moon, the ropes rattling and her falling off the top rope, and seeing Liv Morgan's face made it to where she could not kick out. Sarah Logan did nothing to her. She literally just fell off the top rope. 1, 2, 3, game over. Sarah Logan wins. And that's all I got to say about this. Game over. I'm done. I'm not going to even elicit, I'm not even going to use a response for the rest of that. Because I'm telling you right now, that's garbaceous. Garbaceous. Shawn Michaels is Seth Rollins. Oh my goodness. I think there's two Shawn Michaels. I'm going to give you Seth. But I think you gotta, if you have the game, please try to boot it up and tell me which Shawn Michaels you would like, because I think there's more than one Shawn Michaels in the game. You gotta let me know which Shawn Michaels. I don't want anybody calling BS on me because they didn't get to choose the right Shawn Michaels. So please, if you have the game, boot it up and figure out which Shawn Michaels you want, because I think there's more than one. Next up, we got Authors of Pain versus Titus Worldwide. I was very happy to see Authors of Pain on TV again, because there's been a long period of time we didn't see Authors of Pain. But the fact that they were fighting Titus Worldwide, I was hoping that Titus Worldwide would do something good here, because you know they lost before. But no, they did not. Authors of Pain wins. That's the end of that conversation. Good job, Authors of Pain, but Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil, I don't know why they're even on the show. What's the point? Are they just bodies? Are they just bodies to pin? Are they just bodies to pin? I don't understand. They might just be bodies to pin. I don't know. So she knocked herself out in a way. Kinda. I mean, the ropes were rattling and she fell, but yeah, she just lost. Anyway, there's a lot of matches like this on this fight card. I hope you guys are ready for me to just be like, that's the end, let's move on. Because that's the end, let's move on. Next up, Alexa Bliss comes out. And this was actually, I think, maybe the best part of Monday Night Raw, which, if you just heard what I said Alexa Bliss comes out. And best part of Monday Night Raw. Normally these things don't go together. Normally these things do not go together, but they went together tonight. Let's find out what happened here. I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Let me just refresh this and see if I got this for you, because I really need you guys to know. Take 98. Okay, 98. Just trying to give you guys the skinny, because there's two different.
Last night I gave Brock an ultimatum.
Wait a minute. No. Kurt Angle, stop. Stop trying to steal the show. All right. So Shawn Michaels. 98. All right, you got it. I guess 98 was a good year. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, this was fan freaking tastic, man. This was probably my favorite part of Monday Night Raw. This is where they started. Actually, they came out of the halftime. They'd already cut the lead by a lot, and they were starting to get everything together. I was so happy, man. I was so happy. So Alexa Bliss comes out. Let's find out what Alexa was up to.
I can officially say that I have beaten every single woman in that entire locker room.
I left bruises all over their bodies.
Yeah, I can hear you, and I hear you're saying Ronda Rousey, but Ronda Rousey doesn't count. Ronda Rousey is not in that locker room because Ronda Rousey is suspended. Yeah, that's right. And after last night, Ronda Rousey should be suspended indefinitely. Last night, Ronda Rousey was supposed to be out here as a fan, sitting right there, front row.
Crowd starts going wild. You know why they're going wild?
Wait a minute. Rousey is not supposed to be here.
Ronda Rousey suspended from Monday Night Raw. The suspension isn't lifted until Wednesday, but
crowd's going wild because Ronda Rousey's walking down to the ring. She's got her hair braided in the middle. It looks like she's got like a, oh man, like, you ever seen Mad Max? Mad Max. You know when what's her name was in Mad Max? The black lady who looks like the most devastating woman of all time in that movie. What's her name? I forgot her name, but anyway, Mad Max. She looks like that level of destructive, just like you do not want to stand in her way. The crowd's going wild. She walks down to the ring. Alexa Bliss is like, "All right, that's all I had to say. I gotta go," and she just like drops the bike and tries to run away. It's so funny.
She is here tonight.
Here we go.
And Alexa Bliss and Mickie James have no interest in being anywhere near her, but here comes Rousey.
Oh, she's cutting her off.
Ronda Rousey cuts him off the pass. So you ain't
here.
getting backstage.
Get Rousey under control.
Mickie James felt the wrath of Rousey last night. Ronda Rousey is all
Where
business.
is Angle?
Oh, she's running him down. She drops the jacket.
I can't worry about
snatches.
Angle. Mickie James
Snatches Mickie James.
Don't worry about Angle. He's gonna get this thing under control.
Ronda Rousey is
Tina Turner. There you go.
grabbed
Richard
Mickie
Lake.
James.
Thank you.
Alexa Bliss is scooted off.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Rousey pummeling Mickie
Rousey's gonna
James.
break Mickey's
Oh!
You're darn right she is.
Hits her with the
Rousey
roundhouse
looking for
drop.
elbow.
The roundhouse
Officials,
drop.
Alexa Bliss trying to drag James out of harm's way.
Goodness gracious. Tina Turner. Thank you, Richard Lake.
Look at those
Ronda's
eyes.
definitely getting fired after this.
Ronda Rousey's not done yet. Ronda, Tony, Bliss, and James.
Someone get her out of here.
Right here on the stage in front of us.
This is what happens when you take a kendo stick to Ronda
She's
Rousey.
looking so mean.
Ronda Rousey is
she's
not
snatching
forgotten
Alexa.
what Bliss did to her.
Come here, Alexa. She picks her up by the hair.
Back in Money in the Bank.
And Michael, you're right. She is not done.
Here we go. Ronda
Rousey.
walking Alexa down to the ring. Puts her in the ring. She's finally got a hold of her.
Rousey's not even supposed to be in the freaking.
Oh my God! This incredible just judo throw takedown, and she's going after the arm. The refs are like, no.
Listen to me. You need to calm down. You have 2 days left of your suspension. You need to go home and wait it out.
Yeah, go home.
You understand me?
Ronda, go home. Ronda
Comes
needs to
Baron
be
Corbin.
reprimanded for her actions. Kurt, I suggest, as general manager, you put your foot down and do your job.
Listen, Baron's right. I'm going to have to tack another week onto your suspension.
What? A week? A week? Ronda blatantly spits in the face of authority, and you had a week? Stephanie's not going to be happy about this, and do you know what? I'm going to call Stephanie right now.
He's looking for his phone. He can't find his phone.
Where's my phone? I left my phone in the office. Kurt, stay right there. I'll be right back.
He never comes back, by the way. Never comes back.
I think he's looking for this.
Kurt Angle stole his phone.
When your suspension is up, I'm going to give you a match with Alexa Bliss. But if you pull another stunt like you did tonight, you can kiss that match goodbye. It's not going to be just any match. Your match with Alexa Bliss will be for the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Now go
So bad.
home.
There you go. So this segment was super hype. I was super happy, and man, there's just nothing else I can really say about this besides good job. WWE did a really good job here. They got me hyped for something that's possibly a match that's going to happen at SummerSlam. Ronda came out and she was cleaning house. That's what she should always be doing. They've been doing a very good job with not putting Ronda on TV, but also making her seem very devastating and prestigious, and also that she deserves these shots in comparison to the other women. In the converse to that, other women don't seem as important on Raw right now, but hopefully they'll rectify that after this whole SummerSlam thing. I really like this. I like what they did here. Baron went to look for his phone, but he never found it because Kurt Angle had it. It was just a fun segment. Top to bottom, I thought it was very good. It started out as just another promo that Alexa was about to cut, but it turned out to be something funny. Something funny, something fun, and a match with some genuine stakes came out of that situation. So I like it, guys. It had everything I wanted. It had drama. It had carryover. The storyline came into it. Stipulations were put. I mean, it had everything. Comedy. It had brutality. Like, there's just everything. Every single thing that I could want from a segment. This had it. So I was just pretty much good with this. And this was another situation where I'm like, dude, they're making a comeback. They're about to do it, man. They're gonna win the game. They were down by 30 at halftime. They were down by 30. Then out comes the B team. B team comes out. Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel with their brand new Raw Tag Team Championship reign, and they fight the Ascension. So I'm like, dude, they're doing a good job. What, the Ascension is on TV? B team is out here. B team picks up the victory. Nothing of super merit happened in this match. Instead of Bo Dallas getting the pin this time, Curtis Axel got the pin, which is good. They're giving them equal booking there on the tag team, and they're not making one person more important than the other, because honestly, Bo Dallas has a lot more charisma in this tag team than Curtis does currently, at least as far as I'm concerned. So they did a good job of booking them equally instead of just trying to run with this like Bo Dallas wave that's going on. So good job. They beat the Ascension, and I'm thinking, dude, the Ascension was on TV. They wrestled a tag team match that didn't last, 10 seconds. So I was fine with it. Go backstage and we see Bayley talking to Kurt Angle. Bayley is like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work out with me and Sasha. And Kurt Angle's like, well, it's got to work out, or one of you is getting traded to SmackDown. So I'm like, okay, cool. If that's the ultimate culmination of why we were subjected to 2 weeks of the therapy saga that we saw on Raw for the last 2 weeks. Bayley and Sasha Banks in an office just talking. And a lot of the times not even talking to where we could hear them. It was just how long would you watch my broadcast if you just saw me like come on. That's what we saw. For the better part of 2 weeks, we saw ba 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 ba. No, nobody even saying anything, and then they finally put Bayley back on TV, and the ultimate culmination of the whole entire thing was, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. You know what didn't work? Is me caring about this at all at this point. What didn't work was you making me care about this, because that was like the straw that broke this rivalry's back to me. When I heard it didn't work, I'm like, oh, okay, well, then I don't care then. I don't care. If you literally put me through 2 weeks of waiting to find out what's going on with two of the best wrestlers you got and nothing happened, it didn't work, then I'm done. So I was just like checked out completely. Oh. So anyway, we get a match between Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke have teamed up. Alicia Fox is back on TV, so I'm hype. Okay, so that was another thing. I'm like, Alicia Fox is back on TV. She's wrestling. Oh my god, dude, they could make this comeback. They were down by 30 at halftime. Now the lead's only 7. I'm just thinking. I'm like, yo, it's gonna happen, man. They're gonna win the game. They're gonna win the game. I thought they were gonna lose. They were down by 30 at halftime. I almost left, but I didn't. So it's Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke versus Bayley and Sasha. They got a team up. They come out wearing golden jackets, matching golden jackets. Oh. And then this match devolves into Sasha just going wild. Sasha, I liked it because what Sasha was doing was actually extreme. She was going at Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke. Sasha single-handedly destroyed Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox. She went to the outside. She did a crossbody. She did everything. It ended in a disqualification. And Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke actually won the match. But It ended in disqualification because Sasha was just so mad, oh my god, I can't believe it. We go backstage after the match, and Sasha's packing her stuff up because she thinks she's getting traded to SmackDown or something. She's packing her bags. She gets her suitcase, her rolling suitcase. She pulls out the handle. She's about to walk off, and you see Bayley walk in, and Bayley's like, "What was that? What'd you do? What the heck?" Because during the match, Sasha actually saved Bayley. So it was like, what? I don't know. So I'm getting thrown for this weird roller coaster of just like, I don't care, but I'm just looking at it like, you told me she hates her. You told me I don't care. I'm just looking at it like, what the heck are you doing here? Sasha finally opens up and she's like, I hate this. Why you gotta make me show my feelings? I don't like showing my feelings. I don't like showing my feelings. So Sasha Banks is like, I don't like showing my feelings, but I love it that little girls look up to you. I love it that you like hugging people. I love it that you're a role model. I love it. I love it. I love it. And just to tell you, Bayley, I love you. I'm sitting here like, wait. Okay, I didn't care. I really didn't care before this, but if you're taking it like a lesbian route, then at least it'd be something different. At least it'd be something that we have not seen on TV in the last like 5 years. I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna play it for you so you guys can get the gist of it. All right, because you gotta hear it. You gotta hear how it's delivered. It's not even delivered well, but it's still like intriguing because you're like, okay, at least something new. Here we go. Bayley, Sasha Banks.
What was that all about? Sasha, stop. Look, it's one thing for me to beat you up, but I'll be damned if anybody else does. Okay, so that means you care. Yes, I care. I've always cared. Look, you know I hate talking about my feelings, but you always do this, okay? I love that you're a good person. I love that you love everybody. I love that you want to be friends with everybody. I love that little girls look up to you. I love that you're always there for me when I don't even ask you to be. And for some reason, you always can tell when something's wrong. So I just don't understand why you don't get it. I love you. I always have, and I always will. There, I said it.
So wait a minute. Okay, so then Bayley starts smiling like she always knew it all along, and I'm just sitting here like, what are you telling me? Is it like that, or is it like that? Like, is it like that, or is it like that? Like, either way, I'm like, what is it like? So they found a way for me to come back from the brink of the dark side on this feud, because I was literally checked out, like a book you never brought back. Checked out from the library, and it is never coming back. I moved to the next state over. You're never getting your book back. But they found a way to be like, yo, we found you, Gritty. I told you I'd find you. They were like Braun Strowman with that book, because they checked me back into this feud. But I'll tell you, I'm only giving this one more week of caring. Okay, I can admit I was checked out. They got one more week of me caring about this. If it's not lesbonic, I don't care. And I'm not saying that as if I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to see Bayley and Sasha. Ooh, it's not like that. It's just, at least it'll be something different. At least it'll be something that hasn't been done on TV in the last couple years. I've seen people get lesbonic before on WWE. It's not what I'm looking for, all right? I'm just saying, if that's why this feud has been so weird and so like awkward and off timing, and they can't seem to get on the same page because Sasha has literally been like in love with her this whole time, then I'm all right with it. But if there's anything else that happens next week, if anything strays from this, I am done with both of these athletes, and they can future endeavor all day or get traded to SmackDown all day. I really don't care. Okay? I'm done with it. I'm done with it. If that's the reason why it's been so weird and why I don't understand what's going on, then fine. Chaos Theory, do I take calls? No, not yet, man. Is that something you'd be interested in? I don't know if Chaos Theory is still here. Chaos Theory, would you be interested in calling the show? If you'd be interested in that, guys, let me know. Maybe I'll start up like a call-in type of thing. I don't know yet. I don't know about that. Stop the ships. Dude, they're trying to ship everybody. They're trying to ship everybody. Plus, I think they mean love as best friends, though. Me too. Me too. That's where I'll just check out. But if it's actual, like, yo, I love you and I want to be with you or whatever, then I could actually see why it's weird and why it's been weird and why I don't understand why they're not good in the ring anymore and stuff. It would make sense because they're distracted or something. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But, yo, Chaos Theory, thank you for asking about the call-in thing, and maybe it's something I'll do in the future. Maybe I will. Who knows? Joey Paul, what's up, man? So yeah, that's the end of that. They got way more time out of me. Once again, Bailey and Sasha get way more time out of me than they even spent on my screen. So good job. Good job, WWE. Next up, Tyler Breeze comes out. They actually give him part of his entrance, which was surprising. They didn't completely disrespect Tyler Breeze. They give him part of his entrance. He got to come out and lay in the ring with his selfie stick and everything, because I think Fandango is or Fandango, sorry, I gotta pronounce it like that or else people get mad. Fandango, I think, is injured, so Tyler Breeze, I call him Ty Breezy. Ty Breezy is by himself for now, and Mojo Rawley comes out and just slaughterhouses him. There's not really anything to talk about other than Mojo Rawley looked very impressive, very savage, and I hope that this means that they're really working on him, because he's been on TV for the last couple of weeks straight. There's a lot of people who don't get on TV for weeks straight, you know what I'm talking about? So Mojo Rawley comes out, destroys Tyler Breeze, which sucks because I like Tyler Breeze, but hey, Mojo Rawley is definitely, he's on the minds of WWE Creative, and I hope they have something for him. I was thinking after this, I'm like, maybe he can go after the Intercontinental title. What do you know, right after this, Dolph Ziggler comes out. So I'm like, oh, this guy. He retained his Intercontinental Championship from last night, by the way, in his Iron Man match with Seth Rollins. In the wackiest way, but anyway, whatever. I'm done with that. Next, Bobby Roode comes out. Bobby Roode is like, I'm here to challenge you for the Intercontinental Championship. It's not an open challenge. It's just Bobby Roode came out and said, I want that. And then Dolph Ziggler said, you got a match. So everybody's getting hype. I'm getting hype. I'm like, dude, Intercontinental Championship match right now. Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode. Okay, Bobby Roode, come on, do it, man. Get this Intercontinental title. And then Dolph Ziggler was like, no, I said you got a match. I didn't say for the title. So anyway, ring the bell. This is not for the title. They ring the bell. So it's not an Intercontinental title match. Dolph Ziggler just trolled us all. Bobby Roode does a very good job in this match. You could tell he was a little bit more spry, a little bit more determined to beat Dolph Ziggler, but Dolph Ziggler was still too much. Dolph Ziggler wins this match. I'm not even going to go into it too much, but I will say Bobby Roode actually pulled off a blockbuster that looked like he cared this Monday Night Raw. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, they dropped the ball a little bit, but don't worry, they're still going to win the game. They're still going to win the game. All right, they were down by 30. Now they're only down by 7. Then we get our triple threat match. Our first of 2 triple threat matches, which is Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre. The winner of this will move on and be waiting for the winner of the other triple threat match tonight to find out, then they'll fight each other and find out who's going to be the guy who goes after Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre. This match was, honestly, this Raw was better than Extreme Rules. I'm going to give you this right now. This match, this whole entire Raw was better than Extreme Rules. Even without Kevin Owens getting tossed off of Cage, which is honestly one of the only things that saved Extreme Rules from just the mediocrity that it deserved. Roman Reigns wins this match. I'm just going to come out and say it. Roman Reigns wins, which to my ire, honestly, I don't think I've ever been as upset as I was when I saw Roman win this that I've been for Roman Reigns winning any other match. Like, tonight actually showed me some of the some of the disdain, some of the just utter anger that you can feel from watching a person win a match. Before this, I'd seen Roman Reigns win matches, and I'm like, whatever, it's Roman Reigns, you know, what do you expect? It's all good, it's all good, it's gonna work out. Tonight was, I don't know if I've honestly, I don't think I've ever felt so upset at seeing Roman Reigns win, because Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre, they look like $1 million in this match. Roman didn't look like he did much of anything. Same old, man. Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch. Just Superman punches everywhere. Does the move matter at that point? Like, if you got to do it like 80 times, does it matter? Don't think so. Maybe it's just a regular punch. Maybe it's just a regular punch now, guys, because I don't see it doing a dang thing. That move is garbage in the booking, in WWE booking. I've never seen a person who's supposed to be the dude do a move so many times and for it to not yield any results. It's a garbage move. I hope they start booking it a little stronger, because this match right here really showed me that it doesn't matter. And I've never been so mad about seeing Roman Reigns win. I've been madder for seeing people win, but not with the Roman Reigns win. This was really bad. Roman Reigns beats Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre moves on. I'm sorry, but just it's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Sorry. Really, really bad. So I'm thinking, oh God, they were just down by 7. Now they're down by 25. What happened in the fourth quarter here? Because I'm still comparing this to a basketball game, guys. Okay, I don't know if you noticed that, but they were just down by 7. Now they're down by 25. They were down by 30 at halftime. They cut it to a 7-point deficit. Okay, they cut it to a 7-point deficit, and then all of a sudden they're down by 25 because the other team just went on a crazy streak. So they're down by 25. Then we have ourselves a possibility. Braun Strowman's like, I don't care who wins. They're backstage with Braun Strowman. He's like, I don't care who wins. They're all garbage. I'm going to find them. I'm going to find them all, and I'm going to destroy them because I'm Monster in the Bank, and I got the Monster in the Bank contract. And they're like, Braun, it's the Money in the Bank. He's like, it's Monster in the Bank. They're like, all right, Monster in the Bank. You got the Monster in the Bank contract. All right, good. Good job, Braun. Jeez. I don't care who it is. So anyway, Elias comes out. Elias comes out, he sings a little song, he talks about his album, and then Seth Rollins comes out, and I'm like, okay, here we go. They got a chance, because this is the final match of the night. This is the triple threat match to find out who's going to face Roman Reigns next week, to find out who's going to go up against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I'm like, all right, this has a chance, because there's Elias, there's Bobby Lashley, there's Seth freaking Rollins. I'm like, all right, cool. So 2 out of 3 of these would be great outcomes that would literally win the game. Okay, so as soon as I saw Elias, the team somehow was down by only 10. As soon as I saw Seth, they were down by 3. As soon as I saw Bobby Lashley, they were down by like 5. And I was like, it's cool. They could do it. They could still do it. Oh my goodness, we got bits. Yo, curb stompage. Perfect timing, by the way. Perfect timing, Seth Rollins. So I'm like, okay, they're down by 5. It's all right. It's fine. All right, so the match starts. The match is going very well. They get up to the point where they're like down by 3 points, and at the end, Seth Rollins hits a curb stomp. It's tied. It's tie game. He goes for the pin. He gets pulled out of the ring, right? He gets pulled out of the ring, I believe, or the pin gets broken up by Bobby Lashley, I think. No. Seth. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Seth got pulled out of the ring. Bobby Lashley gets in the ring, which puts them down by 2. They're down by 2 at this point, but there's a chance for the 3-pointer at the buzzer. He spears Elias with a spear that was notably better than last night. Okay? Notably better spear than last night. Last night's spear by Bobby Lashley was the worst spear I've ever seen. Confirmed to be the worst spear ever by me, and I know these things because my favorite wrestler of all time is Goldberg, so I know what a freaking spear should look like. That spear last night was horrendous at Extreme Rules. It looked like he was trying to like rock Roman to sleep, like Roman was a little baby or something. But tonight, good job. I think Bobby Lashley watches the Gritty Urban Saga because he heard what I said about his spear last night. So tonight he hits Elias, and I'm like, okay, here comes Seth to break it up because nothing happened to Seth, guys. Okay, where in there did you hear anything happening to Seth that should have put him out of commission to where he could not break up this pin? Nowhere, because Seth, the only thing that happened is he got dragged out of the ring. He didn't get a vertical suplex that would take him out of the match. He didn't get a spear. He didn't get a drift away from Elias or anything. Seth just pulled out of the ring for a second. Spear. Bobby Lashley goes for the pin on Elias. I'm like, okay, here comes Seth. 1, 2, 3. 3. Bobby Lashley wins. That's the air ball. And air ball. That's the air ball. They were down by 30 points at the start of Raw. They had a chance at the very end to deliver Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, which would have been the match of it would have been everybody's dreams, but it would have been much better than us being reset to last night, because now both of those triple threats mean nothing. We are back to what happened at Extreme Rules. Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. Thanks a lot, WWE. They had a chance. Down by 30 at the buzzer. They came back at from halftime to the buzzer. They came back. They could have won the match with 1 3-pointer. No. Garbage. The ending was hot trash. Super duper extra mega hot trash. I don't want to see Bobby Lashley in that situation. I don't want to see Roman Reigns in that situation. I do not like. I would rather listen to Roman Reigns for 8 years than listen to Bobby Lashley. He is not. His voice, his whole facial expression situation. He's never. I've not heard one promo from him since he came back that was convincing. The most convincing thing he ever did was make that mean face when Sami Zayn told him he probably wasn't even in the army. Nothing else. Nothing else has been convincing. It was an okay match at Extreme Rules, but I don't want to push my luck when it comes to Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley pulling off another match of that caliber. I think they did a very good job last night at Extreme Rules, and I'm not banking on it being an incredible match again, and I honestly don't want to see Roman or Bobby. I would much rather see Seth Rollins, and it's so horrendous that if you look at this record book, Seth Rollins has not won a match in the last 2 months. You don't believe me? Go look at it. I have the records right here, man. I write down every win and every loss. Okay, yeah, you're watching somebody who does this. Every win, every loss. This is what this book is that you keep seeing me pull up. Look, these are the records. These are the records. This is SmackDown, Raw, NXT, all pay-per-views, every live event. You see it? Not one win for Seth Rollins in the last 2 months. You had an ultimate opportunity to reveal why you took the Intercontinental Championship off of the best worker, best wrestler on your freaking show, and you give it to the same guys we saw last night that stunk up. They didn't stink up the building, but the building stunk at that point because the crowd didn't give one solitary F about the entire situation until they started throwing people out of the ring and doing things that could honestly injure somebody. Nobody even was caring at all. It is garbage. It is a dropped ball. It is an air ball at the buzzer, and this Raw could have been a solid 9.0. But I'm giving this Raw a 7.1. Okay, and I know I'm saying that like it matters. They don't care what I think, but honestly, I'm part of the universe. I'm part of the WWE universe, and I am a fan of this product in such a way that I sit here for hours and hours per night streaming and giving people my honest opinions and hanging out with other wrestling fans and putting together my own universe and talking about wrestling ad nauseum. Okay, I'm one of the people who should be their main focus because I'm one of these people who's going to constantly give them money. I'm one of these people who's going to constantly go to the live shows and do all this stuff and promote their product. I'm not happy with the end of this, okay? Period. 7.1 is all they deserve. It was better than Extreme Rules, but barely. This ending was garbage. The ending of the Roman Reigns versus Finn versus Drew match was garbage. They had a chance to really portray this Universal Championship as something to get. They could have done a tournament. They could have done a million things. Instead of leave that championship on Invisible Lesnar for another 5 weeks to make us wait for what we just saw last night for another week to find out they're just going to get beat. Because think about this. Even doesn't matter if Roman wins or Bobby Lashley wins because they just get a title shot. They don't get to be champion. They get a shot. So 5 weeks from now when they fight Brock Lesnar, he could still win. And then we're still sitting here wondering where the heck the Universal title is at. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins did all the heavy lifting to make there actually be a title on the show that matters. And now he's not even in the picture. It's freaking ridiculous. All right. I am sorry, but I am not pleased. Okay. It's got a 7.1 because it's better than Extreme Rules, but just barely, man. Rest in peace to Kevin Owens, by the way. He wasn't anywhere around. I don't know if that guy's still alive anymore. But what do you guys think? I'm sorry about getting heated, but honestly, I spend so much time and energy and love in this product, and it dropped the ball completely. Airball at the buzzer. That type of disappointment lives in my heart right now, and I got to give props and respect to everybody on the show. I'm not talking trash about the wrestlers. I'm just saying, my goodness, they could have had it be Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. I thought that's what they were setting up because, Drew's got beef with Seth. Seth has beef with Drew. It could have been incredible. Those two are just the workhorse, powerhouse, greatest wrestlers that you could possibly put in a match for the Universal title right now at this point. I'm not saying anybody else is garbage, but honestly, Drew versus Seth would be putting butts in seats, getting people out of their coma of non-hype. It could have been incredible. I thought they were setting it up from the beginning, but then as soon as Roman won, I'm like, okay, well, maybe Seth and Roman? I mean, that could make sense, but no. No, we're getting the same trash. What are you guys thinking? Let's find out. All right, SkullCrusherPrincess says 7.4. Pretty calm. I'm sorry, but I got to do it sometimes. Let's see here. All right. Blueprint says 7.5 out of 10. I see you. 7.4 out of 10 says SkullCrusherPrincess. 7.0001 says Joe Hardaway. It's a very exact rating. 6.0 says Second City Sane. I gotcha. Kid Phantom says 7 out of 10. I like it. 5 out of 10 says Amanda Jordan. Amanda's a tough cookie as well. Amanda and SkullCrusherPrincess are probably two of the hardest people to impress in this chat. 7 out of 10 says documentary. Great Raw, just really very silly outcomes progression. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Finish Hype King says 7 out of 10 as well. 6 out of 10 says Temezi. I see you guys. It just makes no sense. I can go deeper into this. I wish I had like 5 hours to talk about Raw, but I just don't think they even deserve it because I know that they don't care and I know that they're not even putting that much time into this show. It's very apparent. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm just going to say thank you guys very much. Thank you very, very, very much for being part of Grapple Chat, and thank you everybody who hung out with me for the live stream. I think it was the highest viewed live stream that I've done this year for a WWE based product. So I gotta thank you guys very much, everybody who was there. Please show up for SmackDown tomorrow. Maybe SmackDown will bring the pain in a good way, not bad pain, good pain, better than Raw did. Raw, dude, it could have been a solid 9. It could have been, man. They were on their way, but it's too bad. It's too bad. Claxosaur says 8 out of 10. Hey, Claxosaur. Claxosaur enjoyed it 1 more full point than I... 0.9 more of a point than I did. So, good job. Good job. I'm glad you liked it. It was not bad. I still enjoyed it, but it's just... They obviously have a universal title problem, and they did nothing to solve that, as far as I'm concerned. And they set us back where we were last night. Actually below last night, because at least last night we were like, okay, Bobby and Roman are, they're gonna fight and they're cool, but now it's like, what? Anyway, It's a good night for Adam Bomb, though, because Adam Bomb got some good points tonight. Good. People wanted Roman to win against Brock a month ago. I honestly, I don't care. I wanted him to be stripped of the title. The main problem, this is why I said when they started, they were down by 30. If you guys heard this entire review, you noticed that right at the beginning, I said they were down by 30 from the very beginning. And that was the point where they did not strip the title off of Brock Lesnar. Okay? That was the down by 30 part. They were 0-0. It's an even playing field. As soon as they said we're not stripping Brock, down by 30. And this Raw had the incredible uphill battle of evening that up, and they almost did it, but no. So it's not that I want Roman to have it, or it's not that I want any particular person to have it. It's I want that title to be off of Brock, and I want it to be prestigious. What they have failed to do is both of those things. Because now, the next 5 weeks, we're not going to see the title again. And on top of that, we're getting a match we should have got last night at Extreme Rules. They wasted our time. So yeah, that's my point. That's my point. Got like 7 points tonight. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. But it's not that I don't like Roman, guys. I have no problem with Roman. I have no problem with Bobby. I have no problem with anybody. These characters, they can do whatever they want with it. It's just, if you want me to care and you want me to listen, you have to tell compelling stories and you have to keep your story together. And that's two things they have not really been doing too often. So I gotta hand it to him. Okay, 7.1 is really good. And let's hope next week we hear some lesbonic activities with Sasha Banks and Bailey. That way they can save that storyline, because that's honestly the only reason that I could see for all the weirdness. The weirdness. Let's hope Ember Moon picks up a win next week, because losing against Sarah Logan doesn't bode well, even though Sarah Logan looked good this evening in the ring. And gosh, man, there's just so many things. I don't want to recap the whole thing, but I'm just going to say, goodness gracious. Guyliner, yes, Guyliner. Guyliner is good for Akam and Rizar. Thank you guys so much for giving me your rating on Monday Night Raw. If you enjoyed this review, please remember to leave a thumbs up on this. Please remember to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And stop by for my SmackDown Live stream that's going to be happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a fun show. Hopefully we'll see something good from the Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura match. Hopefully Randy Orton won't mess that up, which he probably will. Randy Orton's probably going to hand out some more stompings, and let's hope we see some more Andrade. Let's hope that they just do a good job. Hopefully Rusev gets put into something good. Hopefully AJ gets a new contender tomorrow. I think SmackDown's going to be fairly good. Hopefully they don't start off down by 30 like Raw did. I think it's good. People still won't be satisfied because people love to complain about it. Isn't on the guy they want it to be on. You see, the thing is, Adam Bomb, it won't be the same type of complaining. Of course, people will complain, but it will be acceptable that they're at least seeing the championship. Okay. When Kevin Owens had the Universal Championship, it wasn't, oh, Kevin Owens is the Universal Champion. It was just entertaining to watch, and some people might have been mad about it, but they were like, at least there's somebody on the horizon. At least we're seeing it every night, and at least our champion is fighting it. It's not going to be the same level of complaining. The absolute worst is just not getting anything near what you want. And what they've done is made it so you don't get anything near seeing the champion on TV. The level of complaint and the overall disdain for the whole Universal title picture is at its highest at the moment. People were mad when Goldberg won it. They were like, oh, a part-timer, but at least Goldberg was back. At least there was that hype. There's nothing like that going on right now in that picture. Yeah, Balor versus Brock would have been epic, dude. It would have been epic. There's so many ways. That's why I say it was like, not even close. They didn't even hit the rim, man. They got everybody's hopes up in the air, and you're watching on SportsCenter after the fact, and there's just nothing. Kurt Hawkins, yes, Kurt Hawkins. people don't want it on Roman or Lashley. That's what you're saying. Exactly. They don't. But then again, the second it's on Roman or Lashley, at least it'll be on Raw, and at least their favorite character will be able to at least wrestle against that person. It's at its worst right now because no one has a chance. So yeah, it won't. Of course, everybody's gonna complain. The loudest mouths are the people who are upset. But it can't be worse than now. Can't be. As long as somebody's on TV with it, it's gonna be better than now. And that's my whole point. Airball. We'll see though. We shall see. Thank you guys so much for being part of Grapple Chat for Raw, July the 16th, 2018. Hopefully I'll see you guys for the live streams. It's going to be great. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you everybody who became boss tonight and got your character into the Boss Rumble later on at the end of this month. It's going to be great. And thank you everybody who put a message in this chat over here. This chat keeps moving. I'm really happy. Thank you guys so much. Chad Gable's better than Roman Reigns at wrestling? Yeah, most likely. Most likely. But gosh, man, if WWE will see that, they probably know that is the thing. They probably do know that. They just they don't think he's physically presentable. They're trying to run a visual business. They want a face of the company. They're like, yo, who would be a better face of the company, Roman Reigns or Chad Gable? And yeah, that versus is always going to go one way. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for your ratings as well. Thank you for letting me know what you thought. I think the 7.1 is more than fair for this show. It looks like everybody else across the board agrees about a 7, somewhere around a 7.1 is the average. So I think I rated it pretty well. If you disagree, let me know. And also, if you guys would like to see a call-in section of this review start to be a thing, let me know on Twitter. All right, my Twitter is right up here. These are all the ways you guys can get a hold of me. All right, go to my Audible. Well, you can't get a hold of me on Audible Trial, but go to audibletrial.com/GrittyUrbanSaga. Get yourself a free audiobook. Go to my Twitter, twitter.com/GrittyUrbanSaga. Drop me a message. Let me know, hey, you should start a call-in section. I'd really like that. Make sure you follow me too, because if you're not following me and you give me a suggestion, I'm kind of gonna. Your suggestion is not going to hold as much weight if I don't know that you're actually supporting what I do to begin with. So make sure you follow me first, and then my Patreon is for incredible people who would like to support this what I do, all the effort that I put in, all the work I put in here that you're seeing and you like it, and you want to just let people know, you want to scream it to the fences that Gritty Urban Saga is something that you enjoy doing, hanging out with, and something as a team you enjoy being part of, and you want to see it continue to grow. Patreon.com/GrittyUrbanSaga. And if none of that is for you, just show up tomorrow for SmackDown Live. It's going to be a cool hangout. I think they're going to do a good job. In the meantime, thank you guys so much. Adam Bomb is better than Roman. We're going to find out in just a few minutes, Adam Bomb. It's funny you say that. I'll be back. Twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga is my Twitch channel, guys. Please come hang out with me. Twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. Spelled just the way that you think it is. No D's, no weirdness. I will see you guys next time. Gritty Urban, out.